All right, good evening, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and this is technical analysis of the stock market today. Today is Tuesday, April 29th, 2014. I'm going to step back here to the Dow Industrials. The Dow was up 86.6 points today, so a nice little two-day rise. We continue to climb the wall of worry. It's like, what, me worry? No, we're pushing higher. So that's why I've got a little bit of a question mark on the shoulder. The symmetry doesn't look quite as pretty as it did before, but you never know. So we'll just kind of keep watching it in here. That's all we can do. When I looked at the demand index, we had this trend line. It broke it with this move here. We pulled back to it with this move here. We're not seeing much of anything with DI plus and DI minus, so we'll just have to continue to watch the movement in here, see what the other indices are telling us. The S&P 500, this actually looks like a little bit of a rising wedge in here, okay? And this is semi-log that I've got charted on here. So we'll continue. You know, they had this big push down here, three-way move, A, B, C, three-way move. We haven't pushed to new highs. We're just kind of watching in here. We do have the 10 above the 21. So just, again, no strong signal. Let's see if we're getting anything. We got divergence on this move here, but not really seeing anything in here. We don't have the demand index on the S&P 500 because the demand index uses volume as a part of its calculations. So that's why I like it, because it incorporates volume, whereas the other two don't. So that helps me a little bit with that. Okay, the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's pulled back down. Remember how we had this? We talked about this last week one time, I think. Yeah, it's not clear. I was looking for the volume, but it must have been, maybe it was one of the other ones. Maybe it was the Russell. But we're down below the channel again, so we're back down in this area, just like we are here. I'm labeling as if we're doing one move down. These are all just a scenario I'm throwing out right now, not really confirming anything. A 1, A, B, C, kind of a 2 move, and then the reason I know this, you can't have 3 or 4 overlap 1 is the way that works on the LE waves. One of the rules, okay? So that's why you just kind of go to alternate scenarios. The big thing is lower lows and lower highs. You know you're downtrending. That's the main thing to be thinking about here on the NASDAQ. Again, with the demand, not seeing a whole lot of stuff clear other than that the DI minus is greater than DI plus. So you're definitely, the selling pressure, as you can see visually, is in control, okay? New York Composite. This is interesting because we do have a potential head and shoulders in here, although you're getting the kind of the double head and double shoulder type look over here, although you could almost say that, well, yeah, maybe you had it a little bit over here too. But you're within this broadening triangle. And so I'm really, typically the broadening has a negative implications to it. So I'm really watching to see if this is going to break down. And this is the broad market. So the Russell 2000 is back just like the NASDAQ, trending down. We haven't taken out this low yet, so we're kind of watching for that. Where is that? That is right in here around close to 1080. Not that far away. Okay, short-term trading index. I changed this to a bar look because it looked pretty messy. We got a reading down here at 0.84, but again, I'm looking at this blue line. I'm looking for the blue, which is the 10-day exponential moving average, to get below the red to have an extreme reading that says, okay, there's a top, or get above the green line for an extreme reading that says, okay, there's a potential bottom. But we're hanging in the middle. We're still hanging in the middle. The VIX is pulled back, not really getting any kind of an indication of, if you looked at the moving averages, 10's below the 21, 21's below the 55. So, they're trending to the downside, at least short term. And the high-low index has been in this congestion type thing. So again, we're not getting a signal. It's compressed. And I would look to see some type of breakout of these trend lines as a confirmation of a move. okay, on the high-low index, and of course we're not seeing anything right now. All right, we're going to look at the casino stocks tonight in Las Vegas Sands. This is going to be the first one. This one's been in a downtrend. We've got this little parallel channel in here. I think we're getting ready to possibly break out. We've had some divergence showing up, not super strong, but a little bit, as you can see, where the, like especially on the RSI, it did not go to a lower low here when it went down. Now we've got this close above the 10. Let me blow this up a little bit. Close above the 10, and I'm looking for this to, an entry up above here and breaking this trend line, and for it to pop and at least challenge the old highs. So that's going to be, I'll have the details on the Trade Ideas webpage for Las Vegas Sands. And let's look at MGM. MGM Resorts. MGM Resorts is a similar type scenario. I am also looking for a entry in here tomorrow morning to buy calls and go long. We're back above here. We'll see. We didn't get any kind of entry signal in here with this close above. Now we're back above it again, and going to take a shot at this trend line, I think. And let's take a look. Yes, we've got divergence in here, as you can see on the RSI, and the DI minus, when this went down in here, it showed divergence. So that's another one that we're looking at. And Melco Crown Entertainment, not as bullish on Melco. It's still in a downtrend. I do think it's getting to the point where we may be looking for a turn, but I'm not getting the signal. It's in more of a downtrend, but no signal yet as far as I can tell. And WYNN is very similar to that. WYNN Resorts, very similar, okay? I didn't draw the channel down in here, but potential support down in here. You can see this low. I'd had these dotted lines on here for a long time, and sure enough, it came right down to the bottom of this support area and turned around and bounced up. But we don't have a close above the 10. Again, I like to use the 10 EMA as my guideline. I'm trying to manage my trades and manage the trading with the 10. The market likes to get above the 10 and move, and it likes to get below the 10 and move. The 10's the blue line. So the real key is, when is it confirming that it's above and when it's below? And sometimes it's a little uncertain. We don't have a signal here. And we're getting some divergence coming in on WYNN. That's why I think we're close. I think we're getting close. We just don't have anything yet. I mean, you can see the red lines did not go to new peaks with this move to the downside. So that's it on the 4 casinos. The other 2 I wanted to talk about as new trade ideas that I'm looking at also. Silver Wheaton, I think we're getting ready to move. We've gotten divergence that came in on the various indicators in here. Again, bullish divergence. And Silver Wheaton is in a big symmetrical triangle in here. And the 55 has broken above the 233-day. This green line, that's the 233-day simple moving average. This is the 55-day simple moving average. I use Fibonacci numbers versus the traditional 250 type of thing. So I like Fibonacci. I'm sticking with it. The only one that's not Fibonacci I'm using is the 10 EMA as a trigger line that we watch. So anyway, I'm looking for an entry up above here to get in and go long with calls tomorrow morning. So we'll see if we get it. No guarantees. And the last one is YHOO. Same thing. This one's got the 10 breaking above the 21. We got a close back above here, and I believe we're getting some bullish divergence in. It's like 6-day bullish divergence over here with this move, and then we broke to the high. So I'm looking for an entry above here, looking for this to break this trend line and move up and at least challenge 40, if not the previous highs higher. The previous highs up here around 41, 42. So anyway, that's it for tonight. That's tomorrow we'll be back Wednesday. I think the FOMC releases their minutes, or their announcement at 1 o'clock Central Time tomorrow afternoon. Can't remember. I think there's something related to employment. A Challenger report, I think, comes out first thing in the morning, very early, because Friday's the big employment report day. Share the post and the video with friends, family. Simply click on one of the social icon buttons, and that's all you got to do. Also, subscribe if you haven't done it to follow Beyond the Chart. Thanks for stopping by. This is Joe Henches for Beyond the Chart. Have a great Wednesday, everyone.